Hey guys, welcome back. It's your boy Sir Drink Salon. You tuned in to Lab It Up. Sorry. I try to cough before I start these, so maybe that helps. But it's more like clearing. It's less of a chest cough sometimes, and more of a clearing of the throat. Not that you guys need to know that, I guess. But I feel like I owe an explanation. So, updates. I got it's a mat. Not quite a mouse pad mat, but it's mostly for doing builds. It's from Rebrickable, and it is awesome. I really, really like it. My cats like it too for some reason. That being said, it's a very big mat. I bought it specifically for that particular reason, and it's where I'm going to do a lot of my builds from now on, especially when I'm doing the firehouse build, which I'm currently on, which I also, as an update, got some more pieces in that I needed. Not the pieces to proceed with the full video on the to do a live on the build, but it did give me a couple of pieces that I needed for that you can't really find. These came from China. The reason why it took so long to get those pieces in. So I'm still waiting for some more pieces, and I need to make another order, and then I should be able to do a live build. So I can start back on doing the buildings. There's still tons more pieces that I need to get, but we're working on the first of 3 sections, I think, 3 or 4 sections, and then we'll be getting to the we'll be finishing the build. But I think the plan, I want to do this build this year, and I think that I can do that. And I'm really excited to do that. It'll be kind of like my 1,000 in a way, the reviews. But also, I got myself a Iori or Aori. I'm not sure the name of the company, but it's a Transformer. It's Optimus Prime, but it's a Chinese, I believe, version. They've got it dubbed as Dark Commander, but it's a die-cast version that transforms, or that rather, you transform. But I tell you what, man, I remember being a kid and with the instructions and being okay, and then doing all this stuff. And I don't know if it's just the pictures now, because I know that they're stylized the same, but I was sitting there for a good 20 minutes getting pissed off at myself because I couldn't figure out how one part turned. This doesn't turn because it pushes up against this piece. It can't do this. There's no way of getting this out without doing this, and I can't do this because it's in the way of this. And I'm looking at the instructions and I can't do it. So I had to figure out a video. I mean, I had to go online and watch a video of somebody doing it. And then I got it. That's so much easier. How did I survive? How did I survive? As a kid, using Transformers. I don't know. Maybe they were easier back then. I think that's probably it. I think a lot of it has to do with that. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Anyway, but those are the 3 things. And if y'all want to see them, any of the stuff, I try to do lives every night. I have not been doing lives this past weekend and Monday because I have been very exhausted. I usually do about an hour live, and it's between I'll usually pop on for about an hour between 5 to 7. I get off work at 5 o'clock, and I'm usually at home by 15 after. I try to pop on 5:30 to 6 for about an hour. Do like a Minecraft live stream. I'm building a. I'm wanting to build this kind of this new thing. Um, but if you guys want to see this stuff, just pop on and I'll show you. Today's dig of choice is going to be a Celcius Galaxy Vibe. It's sparkling strawberry watermelon edition. Live fit instead of, is it live fit, I guess. 0 calories. Sorry, 10 calories, 0 sugar, 5 milligrams of sodium, 50 milligrams of calcium, 60 milligrams of vitamin C, 1.7 milligrams of riboflavin, 20 milligrams of niacin, 2 milligrams of vitamin B6, 6 millicentigrams of vitamin B12, 300 millicentigrams of biotin, pantothenic acids, 10 milligrams, and chromium, 50 millicentigrams. I think centigrams. It's like it does kind of have that cough medicine-y kind of feel, like tinge to it. But it also reminds me of like kitty juice boxes. You know? Like the tropical, but the strawberry, juice boxes. Yeah. Like the kind of like a flavor of like the strawberry push pops and stuff, or the strawberry drinks you get as a kid. It's not bad. Let's see. Celcius proprietary multivitamin formula includes green tea, ginger, and guarana seed. Turns on thermogenesis, processes the boost for your body's metabolic rate. 200 milligrams of caffeine. So that's not bad. Stopped by the gas station and got myself a couple Coke Zeros and a Pringles, the pizza flavored chips. Something to munch on this morning. Blood sugar's been really good lately. Been trying to keep it down. Okay, my blood sugar doesn't get like too high, but it's steadily higher than it needs to be. It's like, if you need to be, I think like 121 to 1. I say that, but I also have been getting down to like 96 to 108, which is fine. That's a very good area to be at. But standard wise after meals, like a couple hours after meals, like check and everything, and I'm like 120 to 140, maybe 150 or so. I don't think I've been over 160 to 170 in a while, which is good. I see work on losing the weight. I need to get to the gym, actually. I didn't think I could do that. I need to be more active. My job is not as much of an active thing as it is a wait for somebody to show up kind of thing. Stay busy, but there's not a lot of get up and move. It's not bad. It's really not a bad drink, taste wise. And the thing is, there's a lot of people who are like, for example, this is no high fructose corn syrup, which people like, no aspartame, no artificial colors, but there's still going to be people out there who are just like, oh, it has to be something artificial. It has to be like gross and nasty and everything. And like, I do know people who aren't big fans of people who like hate on Gatorade, or Pedialyte and stuff like that. And I mean, and there are people that like will literally just like have a fucking cow about bottled water. Not just because it doesn't taste good or whatever, but like where it comes from. And like, I don't understand. I mean, I don't want to get into mortality or anything, but like, people that nitpick and worry so much about what they intake, but then they smoke a cigarette in front of you, it's just like, it's so aggravating to get this attitude of righteousness, of, oh, I would never take that. That's just gross. Oh, that's terrible. And then, and also the thing that pisses me off, and it's not that it is. I mean, because I understand that, like, okay, the whole e-cigarettes and vaping thing. One, is it better than smoking? Yes. As sitting up and in the bleachers while in hell is better than being on the ground floor. I mean, you're still inhaling something. Nicotine is addictive. It's not, it is better, but you're still fucking smoking and you're still taking shit in, And I don't know about secondhand. I'm not exactly sure if the blueberry mist that I'm getting off of you as you're sitting next to me is harming me. I need to look into that. But it's just like, even as bad as people who are just like, that's fucking disgusting. And I'm just like, yes, but it's their life. And if what they're doing isn't affecting you, because that was the thing with me with smoking, was that if you're sitting next to me in my car and you're smoking, I got to deal with it, and also it hurts me. But if what you're doing is just hurting you, and you know it, and you enjoy it, I don't give a shit. I mean, whether you get sick later on, or you just die of any other reasons, or you just die of old age, that's on you. And, I'll be sad when you're gone. You're living your life. I'm not, I don't know. I think, like I said, I'm not going to do it. I wouldn't want, like, my family to do something that would be harmful to them. But guess what? They're breathing the air that I'm breathing. We're all taking in the same shit. That sounds a bit weird. That's not exactly what I meant. Hopefully you understand what I'm getting at. It's rough out there. I get that. But I don't know. I think a lot of people do tend to get a bit, righteous and indignant about certain things when they'll then do things that are just, like, why are you doing that? And it's like justifying, like, getting upset with somebody for having, like, oh, I don't eat that. And there are reasons why. But they're not like for everybody kind of reasons. They're really like you've decided to take a stand on it. You know? I don't know. It's like people who are like okay, for health reasons I don't eat sugar. Okay. But then when somebody says, like, when you go to a restaurant with somebody, it's like, oh, would you have anything in dessert? And you'd be like, no, I don't eat sugar. Don't. It's like the attitude is what I'm getting at. It's like the need to be negative. I'm probably gonna cancel for this one, but it's probably the same thing about how people get really mad about like pronouns and stuff. And the thing is that like I get that it's because it's just such a common thing, and it really pisses you off when people don't, like, care. But also, a lot of people want to be nice, and then when they're told they're wrong when they were trying to be nice, they get defensive, and instantly it becomes a way much bigger thing than it is. So it's the fight, and the reason for the negativity that bothers me. It's like I wish that there was a way to do it easier, that was going to cause such much of a problem. There's easier ways of going about it. I'm just saying is like I wish that it wasn't as big of an issue. I wish it was something that we could all kind of just be able to deal with when those situations come up, instead of the shit you see. And the thing is, a lot of times it's the shit you see. Like, you don't think about a problem unless it's like really in your face. And that's one of the things that that's like when you have a manager that asks you like why you can't get a job done, but then when they do the job, it's just like, oh wow, yeah, this is difficult. It's like, it didn't matter. You covered it and you were good until you had a problem. And then it's like, well, gee, why can't you do it? You know what I mean? I don't know. I like to be respectful of everybody, no matter what your opinions are. But I do have to hold you to a certain standard of, you have to understand that I don't know everything, and that it does take a little explanation. And another thing, I am not like everybody else. Everybody that you talk to is an individual. Just because you had a hard time talking to A-hole over here doesn't mean B-hole over here is going to be better or any worse. Approach it as you can. But no, I do understand getting fed up with having to explain, or having the same interaction, or feeling like you're being judged, one way or the other, either side. Anyway, that's life lessons for me, or talking about it. Really, it's not really lessons. There was no end result. This is getting me all philosophical. And congratulations to my bud Beast. He's going to be a pup again. Well, he's still a pup, but he's going to have a boy, and it's nice. Him and Tabs. So I'll put that out there. And also paid off my cruise, so it is good to go. I've got the drink package. I've got Faster to the Fun, so I'm getting on board. I'm also got a Paradise beach thing. Deposit put down. It's like $34. Another $34 when I'm done. So like, it's gonna be awesome. On the Jubilee, which is gonna be awesome. And yeah. And so far with, everything else has been pretty good. I mean, a little tightness in the neck. I think it's from where I was sleeping, because like, I've been sleeping good too. That's another thing. I've been sleeping very well. So that's been kind of nice. But anyway, yeah, the Ghost build, some Minecraft, those things are in the future. If you guys do want to have like me to set up a time where I will go over my pictures from my cruises, we'll do that. because I know that some of y'all have been interested, and Michelle had mentioned something about that, and I promised videos, but I can never get around to doing them. I collected everything, but if I have the video, if I have like a live, I can show you guys some of the cool stuff. So anyway, that seems so lazy, but I hope you guys are doing well. I want to say that the Celcius Live Fit Sparkling Galaxy Vibe is definitely kicking. It's nice. I give it a 3, but I want to give it a 7. I kind of want to give it a 7. I give it a 3 and a 6. 3 and a 6. It's good. It's not great. It's good. Would I buy it again? Maybe. Usually around 6s is when I start to think, hey, maybe I'll keep it in the fridge. I don't know if I would actually drink this again, but it's good, and I think it's like a 5 to 7, really. It's kind of in that range. So I'm going to go with 6. 3 to 6. But anyway, I hope you're all doing well, as always. Ooh. I'm sure drinks a lot. I'm wishing you health, wealth, and love with enough time and gusto to enjoy it all down to the last drop. You guys take care. See you later.